Hello, Lander Rock. How you doing? Miss Diane? Yeah, that's great. Mr. Daniel, good evening, sir. You doing all right, Daniel? Boy, it's been a hot one in Texas. Woo. The humidity is high. It was 100 and something. I thought I sweated till I got around some guys on a construction crew. Them boys were about to die. Hopefully, this weekend we're supposed to start a break for 3 or 4 days. I'm ready. Actually, got one day we got a pretty good chance of rain. Tell you what, it's getting pretty damn dry when you walk across the grass and it crunches. It's a dry. Not like you're walking on snow. Well, I hope you don't get feeling too bad, Daniel. Yeah, if you're not used to a cold room, it could be. Yeah, they pushing that booster shot now and a pneumonia shot and all that crap. I don't think it applied this time. I'm not a big, uh, what the hell they call it, not terrorist threat, but uh, theories. But there sure was a lot of free monkeys running around on that last day. You know, I took them first 2 shots, and then I watched the people that took that third one, and man, there was a bunch of them had a bunch of trouble after they took that third shot. Amazing to me, it takes 20 years to get some of these vaccines pushed through, and they could do that in 6 months. Don't make much sense. But anyway, like old George Strait says, I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. Hell, I just wonder if everybody done slacked out tonight. Maybe a quiet night. Yep. Well, that's like me. I ain't took a flu shot in 20 years. But back when I did take them, I'd have a flu. I'd take that shot within 2 weeks. I'd have a damn flu. Well, you going Rocky? You ain't gonna look at the camera now, huh? You gonna play basketball? You gonna be basketball? Yeah, I see you ignoring me, Rocky. Well, you did look at me, did you? Go. Yeah, but I'm allergic to eggs, so they can't mandate me taking one. Crazy dog. He got where every time I get on this computer, well, here he comes. He getting to be a big old baby. Made him mad this afternoon. He run up under this trailer and there's a wet spot up underneath this trailer. I let a tank run over, just water. He got up in there and and laid down on that wet ground. And I called him and called him. He never would come. I went out there and looked. He was laying up there. And I called him and he'd just look away. I went and got that spray nozzle and put on that hose. And you talk about a dog coming out from under the trailer now. He headed for that door going inside. So I never have got him around a lake or a river or anything. I got to do that one day. Just wonder how he'll act around them. I thought he was spoiled, but I believe he's getting worse. Ever since I was in the hospital now, I guess that freaked him out a little bit, me being gone that week. What do you want? Huh? You gonna treat? Let me get him a treat. I'll be right back. Yeah, maybe that'll make him happy for a little bit. Now, this crazy meter on this thing, that just shows one person in here. I noticed that last night. It jumped from 2 or 3 people up to 14 or 15, just bam. Make that thing a little crazy. I think that when you share it out, I think it takes a few minutes for it to get out. Really? I know Nate was the other night. I watched part of his. Hello, Janice. I know yours is always slow, isn't it, Janice? I may not have enough thumbs up and that kind of stuff to kick me up there pretty quick. Rocky got him an empty plastic bottle now. What are you doing, lady? Hello, Miss Lynn. Okay. Lynn, you doing all right tonight? Damn, Rocky. I ain't figured out how this deal works anyway. I don't think anybody knows. I think it was a pretty good deal. Just tired, huh? Got a little bit too hot today. I come in and laid down. Slept for a little while. everything all right, Noki? Damn, Rocky. Going crazy over the bottle. Yeah, well, StreamYard and YouTube are not tied up, are they? I mean, they're not the same company, don't own them. I think StreamYard sort of trying to get into video editing business a little bit. Did you? What'd you do, Janet? You doing them pole dances again? Yeah, I know there's 4 or 5 different versions of StreamYard out there. What do you mean, who me? You ain't no owl. Your foot don't fit no limb. I can't imagine Janet doing something like that. What that don't mean anything, Janet. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Damn, I'll be glad when they take that cataract off with one eye. That thing's bugging the hell out of me. Dang. Has anybody heard from Cookie in the last couple of days? I haven't seen him around. Or you just ain't coming up with anything you're going to say yet? Was he? I didn't see him there. Of course, keeping up with them boys on the screen, I miss a lot of chat. I think Jimmy must have, when he comes up, I think he must come up on YouTube. So I noticed that he's about a few seconds out of sync on the talking. If somebody else starts talking, he'll be on top of him, and I don't think he realizes it. And I sure hate Badge ain't gonna come down here this winter. Looking forward to that. Yeah, he looked like it was eating him up pretty good. It looked like them three guys were pretty close. Oh yeah. Can't imagine living where, Diane. Now is one of them moving into Mike's place? Is that where Jimmy was? Yeah, okay. You know, Mike must not have had uh, Willie. Yeah. Well, Willie must not have had any kids or anybody real close to him if Badge and Jimmy are having to straighten all that mess out. He was a character, I'll guarantee you that. And nearly always in a good mood. Yeah, they worked it out. I've never heard him mention kids or anything, but if he had kids, it seemed like they'd be helping too. Of course, the way kids are now, you don't never know. Did you get your next door neighbor happy the other day, Janice? You get all that stuff moved for that poor woman. Janice picking on that poor neighbor lady of hers the other night. Boy, I need to do some more of that too. Yeah, that's good. Y'all been neighbors a long time, have you? Wow. A long time. Her daughter and her don't get along. Huh? Hmm. It's a pretty good lifespan. She's still up getting around. Well, that's saying something. I can't say too much. I spent 50 years in the same job. Well, apparently you get along with yourself pretty good then, Janet. Hell, I had both y'all beat. I left at 17. I moved back home. When I come back from Vietnam, I moved back home. Uh, and I stayed at home for my parents' house for 2 weeks. And then I had to go. I've been all over the country too, Diane, and a lot of the world. I just always had a home base in Texas. Texas is home to me. There ain't no doubt about that. Now, sometimes always a place I came back to. I just haven't never found a place that I liked as well. That's the way I was, Janice. They, I would like my own company pretty well. I mean, I like people too, but they, I'm not like a lot of folks. I got to have somebody right up underneath me all the time. Yeah, only two countries in the world that I'd even consider would be the U.S. or Australia, one of those two. And I came pretty damn close to moving to Australia. Rocky, let's get out of that. when I got out of the service, American, like I had all my welding certificates and stuff, I could go down to Australia and make a ton of money. And on some of those jobs down there, you could go down there and it was tax free. Okay, you know. Yeah. Well, that's like Texas. I get cracked up. There's so many people come through Texas and they just come through on Interstate 40 or Interstate 10, and they don't see anything of what Texas is really like. You got to get off them big interstates. Just about anything you want. When I was younger, it did. I always liked making money, or used to. Yeah. Well, the U.S. take you alive. I've been all over it. I ain't come close to seeing all of it, but Australia's the same way. It's so big that you could travel continually, never see all of it. Oh no, I've been all over Indiana and Illinois. I had some good friends that lived in lower southern part of Illinois. Elkhart, just where I picked the trailer up at. Yeah, yeah, it is that. I was following a guy on it was a blog. It has been a long time ago, but he got a kayak, paddled plumb around Australia, on the outside. Hey, RV, I don't know. There's RV. There's something about hitting a lick that you be working on a job that you bid in to make money on, and it's just one that just goes sweet, and you pick another $10,000 up off that one job you didn't figure on. That's all. I can get to be heavy for me. I never did have any trouble spending it either. Really, Jane? Y'all okay? Get out. Get out. Go on. what aggravates. How close did they get to you, Jane? Rocky. Really? Hmm. I ain't watched any weather tonight. That's getting pretty close. Y'all pick any high winds or hail or anything up out of it? It may start again down here, but earlier in the year we were having tornadoes just every day, storms every day. Yeah, yeah. You usually get that hail and wind. I got to get something to drink. I'll be right back. Hello, Crystal. You doing all right tonight, Crystal? You still down south, Crystal? Oh, I still up kicking, so I can't fuss too much. That Reed is crazy. One of these tornadoes gonna get him one of these days. Well, is y'all's weather settled down, Crystal? Uh-uh. No. Crystal's right down there where that storm was supposed to come in, but I think it moved moved down a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it all moved north, didn't it? There for a while, it looked like it was going to dead center y'all. Every once in a while, don't y'all get a typhoon in there, Janet? It's like this old guy I know that caught them rattlesnakes. For 40 years, he'd been catching them snakes, handling them and putting shows on with them. And one of them bit him in the chest and killed him here the other day. Keep taking enough risk, it's finally going to bite you. Okay. I'm surprised. I guess that water's too cool down there. They, I'm surprised y'all don't get a typhoon in there every once in a while. And I tell you what, I was talking a while ago, Crystal. It's so damn dry here that you walk and you walk across grass, it crunches. Sound like you're walking on snow. I've got a grill outside the trailer that I cook on a whole lot. It's getting where I got out there with the weed eater and just took it down to bare ground around that pit. A pretty good ways. I had a lady I knew there where I grew up at. She was, ooh, 85, I guess. And but she took a cruise to Australia. I forget how long it was, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. Yeah, yeah, I knew that on the cyclone. Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised more people in Texas don't put storm celars in. They used to do that, and it's sort of got the, it's not the fad anymore. If I ever bought another place of mine, I'm afraid I'd put that in. Yeah, they had the sirens in Maui and they didn't use what they said. The reason they didn't use those sirens that they were supposed to be for a tsunami. I ain't gonna get started on that. Crazy part about a damn hurricane, you don't know where the damn thing gonna hit at. There's a town on the Gulf Coast, pretty good sized little town, named Indianola, or it used to be a town there, but I think they've been wiped out 3 or 4 times with hurricanes. They finally just abandoned it. You know, that's one thing about Texas. It's a Gulf Coast. It's not the ocean, so anything like that gets broke up pretty bad. So far, we haven't had any issues with that. Now, the East Coast and the West Coast, they've had some. You gone, Crystal? I hope you have a good night, girl. Yeah, yeah, that was it. Indianola, that's it. It's just a sand beach now. Yeah, I think we're supposed to. I need to look at the weather, see what it's supposed to do. I think we're supposed to have one more hot day. Not too bad till 12, 1 o'clock, and it'll take the breath away. And Paul, it wiped that town out. I think 3 times, I believe. Killed a bunch of people. It used to be a pretty major seaport. Of course, when the sailing ships were still going, they shipped a lot of cattle out of there that were going to go up north. This is the worst day, I think, here for the humidity too. It was tough today. Yeah, that makes it rough. Funny how much difference it feels when that humidity is higher or low. It's just good sleeping, Janet. We've had about 30 days. It's been up at 105 to 111, 12. And nobody's got big windows in the house. Ain't got to open anymore. Seal them up tight. Remember when I was a kid, I had the them old fans that oscillate, they go back and forth. You lay there, try to go to sleep at night, lay there and wait for that fan to come back across. Yeah, that's the only way with a fan blowing right on top of you if you got it. Well, here in Texas, the old houses that are around all had screened in porches, where mosquitoes and stuff couldn't get in there. In the summertime, everybody just move outside to that screened in porch at night. This afternoon, I had to go look at a little deal, and I was standing there talking to a guy, and that wind was blowing just a little bit, and it felt like it dropped the temperature 10 degrees. Well, folks, we've been on here an hour. I think I'm gonna shut this thing down. Hey, hope y'all all have a good night. Stay cool. Don't get too hot tomorrow.